Good evening and welcome to part 6 of this Starsector Let's Play series. We are still role-playing as a pirate captain, and in the last episode we were continuing our war against Pazane League, but then we found out we had broken some sort of pirate code and lost our commission, got kicked out. It was a difficult time, but we have been working our way back up through the ranks. And we are just going to avoid this picket. They're actually going after another group of pirates. And we are coming into Cibola Station here, where we're going to drop off some human organs and complete another mission. We will also check what jobs are on offer. There's a Pazane League sabotage mission here, which we could do with the Marines we have. So I think we'll accept it just to get the payout. I'm surprised I can still get missions from the Pazane League. That feels like something that shouldn't happen when they hate me this much. Anyway, we're going to head over to the opposite side of the sector. And as you might have noticed at the very beginning, we're flying quite a small fleet at the moment so that we can do a couple of stealthy missions. And we have actually got a couple of new ships that you may have recognised. So we're currently flying around with a few Tempests, a few Omens. We also have a Hyperion class attack frigate and a Monitor, both of which we bought from a black market arms dealer. So the Monitor, I think you could say, is the most offensive frigate in the game. It has inbuilt flat cannons, good point defense and an amazing shield. They are pretty solid and they're very difficult to kill. While the Hyperion is probably the most offensive frigate in the game, they are very fun to fly. It has the highest damage output I think of any frigate. It punches way above its weight. It has good shields, it can teleport around, and it has 3 medium energy weapon mounts, as well as the flux to fire them, so it can put out a lot of damage very quickly. Its main weakness is a severe lack of point defense, so surrounding it with Tempests and Omens and a Monitor should work out pretty well. So we're also running this fleet with a Revenant phase fuel tender ship, so because that's a phase ship it will reduce our sensor profile and will therefore allow us to be a little bit more stealthy. And so we should be able to sneak in here and drop these spy satellites around these hegemony worlds. So there's only, I think, 1 patrol here, maybe 2. So we're just going to sneak outside their sensor ranges and see if we can spot an opening. There is an asteroid belt, and eventually the point we want to get to will get close enough to that asteroid belt that we can use it as cover. But for the moment that patrol is sitting right on top of the location, so we're going to have to be a little bit patient. Unfortunately we never did figure out what it was that we did to break the pirate code and piss off the entire faction. Hence we're having to do some of these miscellaneous jobs just for a short time. Hopefully we will be able to redeem ourselves and get us back in their good books. I got kicked out of the squad for a while, but hopefully I can make amends. So the patrols have gone off. I'm going to sneak in here. Now, for some reason we're not able to deploy the satellite just yet. I don't think that patrol has seen me, or they would be pursuing me. Let's just try it again. And maybe a 3rd time. That patrol is still preparing. That's a mercantile convoy. Let's see, 3rd time lucky. There we go. So we can drop off this spy sat and get the fuck out of Dodge. This guy's already pursuing me, so we're just going to run away. Even if they caught me, I think I could take them on. But it's not really worth it, so we'll just escape. And we'll go and do the second one. So I thought in this episode I might do a little bit less of the chopping up and editing. There will still be editing, but I might just show a few more of these longer cruises. Maybe experiment with a little bit different editing style, and you guys can tell me what you prefer. So I think what we'll do here is take out this nav buoy, draw the patrols over here. That mining fleet we can ignore. And now we're going to shoot over here. See if we can sneak past this first picket. we go quiet, we can completely... Oh, thought we'd avoided him, but apparently... No, he hasn't seen us. And apparently we can dock at the station, so I'm not too sure why it didn't let us deploy the satellite. I'll take a dead drop mission. All of the dead drop missions seem to be going to the same place, so it's worth getting a few and then going and dropping them all off at once. It feels like a little bit of a bug, like there should be a lot more variety in terms of dead drop locations. If we were a real criminal enterprise, I feel our enemies would find out where we do our dead drops pretty quickly and then just ambush us every single time. Just pick up some cheap drugs and cheap marines. Still can't drop it off. Now we can. Okay. Not too sure why that's happening, but yeah, he never caught sight of us. So we will transverse jump out into hyperspace. And now, I think... we have a bounty in the same system we're in actually, which is a bit annoying. We've got time to go and pick up the rest of our fleet. I don't think we could take it on with just what we're currently flying. There's 2 jailbreak missions, which means we have to get there, get the guy and get back to wherever they need to be dropped off in that time. And we have a dead drop, 2 dead drops in the same system. So we'll try and take care of them together. And I think given that we're currently flying a small, fast, stealthy fleet, we will go and do this dead drop straight away. And then we can drop them off and then do everything else on the way back. And it saves me having to change my fleet more than once. So this looks like a salvage fleet. I'm not sure it's worth going after these guys. They never seem to have anything good. Now if they were carrying blueprints or mod specs, stuff like that, then I would definitely be taking them on. But as it stands, I just don't think it's worth it. So that looks like a small merchant fleet, maybe a smuggler. So there's a Luddic church convoy. They're flying a Dominator, which may be too much. I think we could probably take it on, but we don't have the cargo space to take anything at the moment anyway. So I'm mostly just checking out these fleets for curiosity and also to make sure nothing's coming after me. Now that salvage fleet was heading to Prism Freeport, which is part of the Nexelerin mod, which I have included. I haven't been there so far in this playthrough, and it might be a good place to pick up ships. I think, roleplay wise, I'm imagining that I need a certain level of street cred in order to be able to get into that station without getting into trouble. So we will go and check it out at some point quite soon. Maybe once we get our commission back with the pirates. Now I did see a fleet following us into this system, and they're probably trying to ambush us, but we are fast enough and stealthy enough that I don't think they're going to be able to find us. So we're not going to worry too much about them right now. We've dropped off the first spy sat and we will head to the second location now. Okay, both done. A bit more rep with the pirates. That looks like the fleet that's chasing me, but it seems to be leaving now. So we have 80 days to do this bounty. Let's just head home and pick up the rest of our fleet. I think it would be fun to try to have at least one fight though with this fleet and fly the Hyperion into battle. I was thinking with the 2 dead drops we might have 2 fleets trying to ambush us, but we only saw the 1. So I'm not entirely sure how that mechanic works. I do try and avoid these storms, but sometimes it's just not worth the hassle. I find you often spend more supplies navigating around storms or waiting for them to pass than you would on repairing the damage they cause to your ships. Sometimes also it's more fun to just YOLO straight through them and get the speed boost. There's a fleet coming in here. That's I think the same faithful convoy we saw before. Could we take it on? So where's he going to? I think he's going to Chalcedon? Yeah. I think we will take him on. They don't have a Dominator, they just have a Venture, and Ventures are pretty crap. And the rest of their fleet is trash. They have a bunch of crappy ships. It's a good opportunity to try out our Hyperion and see how it performs. And if it's any good, we'll leave the Revenant behind and just get these guys to be my wolf pack, protect me. So a bunch of kites, hounds, shepherds. Oh, Jesus. 2-3 shots to kill a hound. There's a lasher. A lollipop lasher. He's dead. So what else have they got? They've got a Venture, Buffalo Destroyer, a bunch of combat frigates, hounds, shepherds. Nothing too threatening. The shepherd is getting severely damaged and he's gone. The Hyperion is rocking a machine gun and 2 heavy blasters, which it can fire pretty much constantly. And that puts out an awful lot of firepower. While the 10% Omens are doing a great job of protecting me from missiles and fighters. And this kite goes down in 3 or 4 hits. The Wayfarer a little bit tougher, but I really can't stand up to this kind of punishment. Jesus, it's just because my wolf pack of 10% Omens is powerful, but they don't have this kind of damage on any of them. I mean, they have phase lances. I guess 1 or 2 might have a heavy blaster, but just the power of this thing. One thing to know about the Hyperion though, you pretty much have to put safety overrides on it in order to be able to use the teleport special ability without having the 0 flux boost. Otherwise, if you teleport in and shoot your guns, you won't be able to teleport out again, or if you take any damage on your shields. So be aware of that. Make sure safety overrides, then you can teleport as much as you like. So the first mule's gone down, second one soon to follow. And the phase lancers and pulse lasers of the Tempest are definitely helping, but the lion's share of the damage is coming from the Hyperion and those heavy blasters. So there's a kite, a Venture, or was that a hound? It actually died too quickly for me to properly see what that was. Now we'll take on the Venture. So the Hyperion doesn't have any missile slots. I think it would be nice to have a couple of torpedoes on this thing, although that might make it a bit overpowered. Just to give us a bit more of a punch when we're cracking these guys and their armour. I have seen somebody take down a Paragon in Sim with just a Hyperion. It takes a long time, but it is doable. And I'm getting swarmed by these Shepherd drones, but I'm just going to teleport out of there and take on the Shepherd. He's gone into a spin. And he's gone. Oh, and he's still spinning. Whee! Okay, that was nice and easy. We will pursue and we will send our second command with the Tempest. They had 150 heavy arms. Just drop a few little bits and bobs. Okay, let's head back to Canny. So we had an option there to promote a crew member to be an officer, but we're currently at our officer limit, so we will have to leave that. We'll repair. And let's pick up the rest of our ships. And you may have spotted there that I've also picked up one of my favourite ships in the game, the Doom Phase Cruiser. So we will be taking that as our new flagship. Let me just quickly organise this. There we are. Okay, so as well as the Doom, we have 4 Pirate Falcon light cruisers, 4 Sunders, 3 Medusas, and the Hyperion. We still have 8 Tempests, I think 5 Omens, the Monitor, 4 carriers, and 2 Valkyrie ground support ships, as well as a Nebula to carry more troops. And then we have the Mules, which are basically dog's buddies. They carry my shit, keep it hidden, and also provide emergency carrier support if we need it. I have to say, I'm not too sure it's worth keeping the Mules as makeshift carriers. It may be worth taking that off so they have extra storage space and just relying on my dedicated carriers instead. Anyway, the next mission we're going to go for is, I think, disrupting the spaceport, just because it's nice and close. We have to get a shift on if we're going to try and get all these done, so I'm going to come in here, avoid this mining fleet, and more importantly avoid these patrols that are already looking for me. I think I was running with sustain burn active there and they got a wind of me, but we will be able to run away. So we've got into Thulian Raider base safely. Just going to pick up a few more marines. They're not going to have any good ships, but it's worth checking. Now, this might piss the parts off a little bit, but hopefully not too bad. I'm just going to disrupt this spaceport. I think it's basically pirate on pirate rivalry here. And yeah, we reduced 4 by relationship to pirates, so that was actually kind of a stupid mission to do. But then we improved by 3, so we only really lose 1. So not the smartest move, but at least we got some money for it. Now these guys are engaging the pirate base. I can't actually help because the pirates still don't trust me enough. So we'll abandon them to their fate. And let's head off to Athulf. There's a special task group behind us. They weren't chasing us, so that's fine. Okay, so we're coming to Athulf. There are no patrols. So we're going to go straight ahead and launch this raid. We can spend 2 companies of marines to get the prisoner, and the rest of them are going to steal us some supplies. So that should keep us going for a while. Is it worth doing another raid? Why not? They had quite a lot of supplies, so let's see if we can get some drugs. Well, that was profitable. So we could sell these, apparently, in this system, but I think better. We won't be able to do that right now anyway. And we will almost certainly be able to get a much better price for that if we're just a little bit patient. Alright, let's head off. This Mercantile convoy has heavy armaments, heavy machinery and supplies. Looks pretty vulnerable to me, so they have a champion, which is a heavy cruiser, a Mora, 2 Ventures, a couple of a Hammerhead, a Sunder, a couple of Omens, and some crappy fighters. Okay, so we can try out our Doom. I want to bring in the 2 Pirate Falcons that are not the specialized station crackers with their Quad Reaper Typhoon launchers. I realise I haven't organised my officers and they're all still flying the Tempests, so I'll have to fix that, but we can't do it now. So I'll bring a couple of carriers, a couple of small ships, and a couple of destroyers, and let's send off our Tempest to do some capturing. That's another advantage of flying Tempests, is they will always get to those control points first. We might be able to get some more deployment points. Now, I am speeding this up slightly just because the Doom is a slow ship, and I don't know if you want to watch 2 minutes of me getting into battle. But we'll slow it down when the fighting starts. Okay, so our frigates have captured the 2 comm relays. It looks like they've killed a Cerberus. Here come the first fighters. Now we can bomb these fighters, but that was a bit ambitious. It's hard to hit them when they're moving at speed. Now, bombing the mule is probably not really worth it, although we got a bit of damage on one. If we'd saved those mines, we could now destroy this wing of fighters that's coming in. But no matter. our Tempest and Omens will do the job. I do think that the mines that Doom can deploy are some of the absolute best anti-fighter weapons in the game. They just demolish wings of fighters. But the Tempests are also doing their job with their drones, taking down all those fighters. We can use our heavy blasters on this mule. And we'll just vent before their main force arrives. So we're getting a bit split up here. We're going to get these carriers and the Falcons in the bottom to attack the enemy Sunder. Sunders are glass cannons, it's definitely worth taking them out early. And we're going to get Reapered in the face here. We should have phased out of the way of that. Going to have to be a bit more careful. The Gemini can carry a Typhoon Reaper launcher, so he's going to have a few more to throw at us. If we can just skip past him and maybe just get behind this other Gemini, we should be able to take him out pretty easily. And the other Gemini gets taken out by Tempests and the Medusa. And the second one is going to die very soon. There he goes. So we have a Hammerhead coming in from the north, and I think that's a Mora carrier. Actually, the Mora would be the prime target here. We're going to bring these guys up to support. They did manage to kill that Sunder, so that's good news. And if we can take out this Mora, then that'll be 3 less fighter wings on the battlefield. We haven't seen the champion yet. It is most probably bringing up the rear. Sometimes I wish the AI was better at protecting its slower ships while they get into battle. Oh, we're getting hit by a bunch of harpoons here. Luckily the Tempests and Medusas killed a couple of them, so we managed to survive. But we will need to be more careful. The Doom has no shields, so you do have to time the phase ability effectively. I wish this Tempest would get out of my way. Okay, the Mora's down. There's the champion. Okay, let's go after this. He's totally exposed. They managed to completely fail to protect their heavy cruiser. And now he's going to get swarmed. A couple of Reapers out. Puts him to full flux. Follow that up with some Atropos torpedoes. All the iron weapons are doing their job. Heavy blasters coming in. Oh, is that a heavy blaster from Tempest that finished that off? I think it was. Okay, let's send our Tempest back to contest some of these points. And go after this Hammerhead. He's got harpoons and sabers coming in on him. That's good timing. We managed to overload him with our heavy blasters. And the first harpoon salvo doesn't go for him, but the second one does and breaks him in 2. Omen and Shepherd just backing away from us. And we will try and kill all these with a mine. There we go. That's the entire contingent of Shepherd drones gone. Killing an Omen is not easy with a Doom because it will just back away from me. So let's just rally our ships to us. See if we can put a few bombs on him. But again, you can just ignore them. Well, not ignore them, you can avoid them. Might as well chase him a bit, just because we're heading this way anyway. Okay, we've overloaded him. And I think that'll do. Let's go after the bigger ships. So they have Gemini, Asunder, Venture, Shepherd. Maybe a second Shepherd. A couple of Omens. And I think they still have 2 Ventures. Gemini goes down. Asunder's a priority because it actually has good weapons. Okay, first Reaper maxes the flux on the Sunder. Second one misses him and actually goes behind and hits this Shepherd. Torpedoes are coming in. I think he's overloaded. And he's a sitting duck. Shepherd explodes, and now we can go after the Venture. Okay, one Reaper gets destroyed by point defense. I'm a bit damaged here, second Reaper hits. More torpedoes coming in. That Cobra bomber is landing up a Reaper, but the final shot is going to come from this Tempest and his heavy blaster. Boom. I actually think that Tempest may have got the killing blow on a couple of larger ships in that battle. It may actually be worth fitting out a few more of the Tempest with heavy blasters so they can do more damage against larger ships like these. Okay, Shepherd Day. Is that everyone? No, there's another adventure. There's another little group down here. Let's just speed up while we get into battle. And they're already going after the Venture. See if we can get in a position to do some damage. Yeah, double Reapers. That's not a good day for anyone flying a Venture. And these ships are just popping left, right and centre. Okay. So we took them down without any losses. We will send our second in command after their freighters. 230 odd heavy arms. I'll have to drop some supplies. Okay, let's continue on our way. Now, I'm not too sure if we want to sell. Oh, let's avoid this fleet. 2 conquests in our Brazilian League special group. So we're going to head into Marith in Mayasura. Okay, there are pirates raiding here. That's good. It can act as camouflage. So they've also taken down their relay point, and there's a Brazilian League invasion fleet. I bet they're invading one of our worlds. I'm just going to sort out this officer situation. There we go. So if they attack the pirate station, I won't be able to join in, as neither side will trust me enough to share transponder codes. But if I kill them before they get there, then I'm helping out even more. Yeah, I think we can take these on. They have 2 Eagles and a Griffin missile cruiser, but that's about it. So, Doom, Medusas, Falcons, frigates, carriers. Okay. Again, we'll speed up the beginning while we capture these points. Okay, there's 2 Eagles, nose to tail, and behind them a Drover, and they've got the Sunder and Hammerhead in support. Right, let's slow it down. We're controlling the left and right control points, and it looks like we can maybe kill a couple of their frigates. At the moment we're just going to try and bomb some of their fighters. So our frigates on the left hand side are harassing. If we can get over on the right hand side, we can maybe kill this Sunder. Looks like that Falcon on the left has just launched Reapers and a bunch of harpoons for no good reason. Those are finisher weapons and should not be fired at shields. Bad officers. They've got a monitor of their own. Okay, the Sunder is being attacked by a Tempest and an Omen. We could try and take out this Vigilance ourselves. It's always good to get medium and large missile weapons off the battlefield, especially because it looks like he's carrying a Typhoon Reaper launcher. So we are going to try and finish him off. We can maybe use our bombs. He's fired a second Reaper at us, but we will just phase through that and kill him with the D-phase lancers. Looks like we've killed the Sunder on the right hand side. So we're going to back away from this eagle. He's taking damage. So reacting is a good distraction. He's taking a lot of damage. Well, he's now on full flux. He's got a bunch of harpoons coming after him. You can take out a few of them, but the remaining ones hit his shields, kept his flux nice and high. He's actually still on full flux, and the beam weapons from the Sunder are going to keep the pressure on while we move in. Tempest Terminator drones are helping out the Sunder to keep suppressing this eagle, and he's actually having to drop shields. Now we can come around behind. One Reaper, a couple of heavy blaster shots, and an Atropos torpedo take him down. Okay, now I want to try and kill this carrier, and then the monitor. I don't know why his other eagle shot off down south. The AI is not doing a great job this session, has to be said. Just going to back off and vent flux, make sure we're ready to go. The Hammerhead is trying to defend the left hand side. Torpedoes coming in on the carrier. And this Cobra bomb is just launched a Reaper, which misses. So I can kill it with my phase lance. There's harpoons going after the monitor, and actually they have got the missile crews at the back here. If we can take him out quickly, that will reduce a lot of the potential damage that we are facing. He's got a lot of torpedoes, and what looks like, yeah, he's got like a Reaper Cyclone launcher. So definitely want to kill him before he fires that off. Torpedoes coming in from fighters. Sabo missions from the Sunder to hit his shields. And now a bunch of harpoons to finish him off. Nicely done. This monitor is going to be a little bit annoying to kill. They have this fortress shield ship system. Once you take it down, they're very fragile, but getting it there, look, he just took 2 Reapers right on the face, and it almost didn't even seem to affect the shield. But as you can see, once the shield does go down, they pop very quickly. So there's an eagle left. Let's just speed this up while we get down there. The AI, for some reason, recently seems to just be charging forward with a bunch of their bigger ships. And then you just get a line of ships that you can pick off. So I'm not sure why that's happening, or if it's just something that needs to be fixed. And the Hammerhead's the first target. It's already overloaded. Big Reaper shot comes in, and that was a very nice shot from the Pirate Falcon. Wolf and Tempest fighting out. Basically here I think we're just competing over who's going to kill this eagle. Try and enclose him with some mines. Blaster shots coming in from the Medusa. The rest of our ships seem to be holding back for some reason. Send in a couple of Reapers. One overloads it, the second one damages it. Third Reaper comes in from the Cobra bomber, and then we can finish it off with our phase lancers. Let's just speed this up. Watch this poor wolf try to escape. Okay, again we will send our first mate after their freighters with the ships we didn't use. Don't want a Griffin really. Okay, so let's head into Merith and break out this prisoner. Can we do a tactical bombardment? No, we can't. Okay, we're going to go ahead and conduct the jailbreak, and we've got a few Marines left over to steal some more drugs. That's 30 Marines. Gain some narcotics. So we've broken out both prisoners, and we need to return them. One guy needs to go back to Cani, but this guy needs to go to Salamanca. We have 17 days to do that. 24 days to get back to Cani. Okay, we might have to just do that straight away. guys are running from me, they're pirates. That's fine, I'm not going to chase you. I'm trying to be friends with you. Okay, so coming into Ema. And we need to drop into Salamanca, which is still a pirate world. We took it over. And they seem to be doing alright. Okay, we can return the prisoner. I think it would be good if returning prisoners increases stability of the world. Like, the people are happy that they got their rebel leader back. I'm sure at least his mum's happy. Okay, so we just did a job to take some organics off someone's hands, so we sell them immediately. Bit of a resupply. And now we have 18 days to return to Canny. And we also have 18 days to complete this bounty, which is a bummer. So our operative finished the mission to raise relations with the pirates. I think we might just do that again. These until we get back to 0. Alright, let's jump out. I think we'll go for this bounty first and see if we can do that quickly, and then get back to drop off the prisoner. There's a bigger Germany fleet there, a couple of smaller ones, and a convoy. Let's jump into Aztlan. Now, where do we think this bounty is? Around near the homeworlds? Up near this Shakespeare array? Let's go to Chico. I think we probably just got scanned. So I'm gonna just burn away from there. Yeah, there are fleets to my north. If we could take out this relay, that would give us a better chance to escape from any. Oh dear. That's a mining fleet, and they're looking for me. I think they found me. That's fine, they can't kill me, so they're going to run away. Now, what would be good is if they then immediately reported that and a bigger fleet came after you. Now, the little fleets are coming after me. They just want to scan me, but I'm not going to let them. I refuse. Yeah, you guys can fuck off. 2 more. Wow, is this going to reduce my combat readiness? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And the third one is also going to ask to scan me, and I'm just going to tell him to piss off, like I did with his friends. Okay, how long have we got left? 6 days. I don't think we're going to do both. Is it worth cutting and running? I think it's about 11 days to get there, which on double burn you could technically do in 6, and with a couple of storms you definitely could. But then you've got to drop through the right gate, or here's the bounty. Okay, I think he's coming for me, so that's gonna help us get there in time. Hey, okay. So they're running. They have a Dominator and a 14th battle group Falcon, which I would kind of like to steal. So that'd be quite nifty to catch. I feel like that would give me a lot of street cred with the pirates to be flying 14th battle group stuff. So for fun, I thought I would pilot the Hyperion in this battle and try not to get killed. She's very good at chasing down things like this kite. I made a mistake here. So I foolishly lost my engines to a salamander missile there. I could have just teleported away and completely forgot. Enemy tanker goes down. I will order my frigate group just to demolish this hammerhead. do. The wolf is running from me, but the Hyperion is basically the hard counter to the wolf. You just can't run away from it. God, they just die so quickly to these heavy blasters. I think we're going to go after this falcon. Can we try and kill it without destroying it? No, that looks like it's been split in two. Okay, let's chase this Enforcer. No. Enforcers are dangerous to Tempest, but not really to Hyperions. First of all, because their shield is so strong. And second, if they do fire a bunch of missiles at me, I can just teleport and avoid them. Oh, there's a bit of friendly fire on the Tempest, which just dove in front of my guns for no reason. But the Enforcer does go down. I'm going to send everyone after the Dominator, but I thought I'd just take on his Slasher first. I'm not too sure why all the Tempests are following me. Okay, just a big guy left. It feels a little bit mean to be taken on that little kite. With this ship, it just feels a bit unfair. This is when it'd be nice to have a couple of Reapers on the Hyperion to enable it to crack big ships like the Dominator a lot faster. God, the amount of damage this Dominator is taking right now, and it's only now getting through its armor. They really are double bastard hard ships. And you do need to back away from big ships when they explode if you don't want to go with them. Okay, can we get back in time with this prisoner? I wonder how many days we have left. 1. It's just not going to happen. Okay, fine. In that case, we may as well go to Yggdrasil and do the sabotage mission. If you're wondering why I pronounce it Yggdrasil, I think that's just a remnant from living in Spain for many years. There's a Mercantile convoy, but they're not carrying anything too valuable. I think they had a 14th battle group Eagle, so I maybe should have gone after them. But your chances of capturing a ship are never 100%. And we failed that jailbreak, lost a tiny bit of rep. Okay, now there's going to be patrols. Oh, that's a big special task group, and the Titakian ones kind of scare me. Because if they catch me, I probably won't be able to run from them. There's another big one with 2 Dooms. They've both got Atlas carriers. There's a Gemini convoy here. Do I want to go after this? Well, I need fuel, so why not? But I'm probably not going to fight this one myself because I think it would just be too much of an easy fight and pretty boring to watch. Now we're being chased by these strike-attack fleets. We should be able to run. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm not going to let you scam me. They are being neutral, but they're still chasing me for some reason. So I think we'll just head off to the pirate world of Dawn. There's a little Tritech fleet here raiding or harassing the pirates, but I'm just going to leave them be for now. Okay, we've got a bit of fuel now. We can probably get a better price for trucks somewhere else, so I might just buy a few more. Chuck the metal, we've got 1,000 heavy arms, which we can use in ground battles, but we can also sell for a good profit. So we can do a mission here just to pick up some heavy armaments and drop them off. think we're going to go and knock out this nav boy, and then maybe they can't relay and try and drag out their patrols so that we can get into Kulan. You've seen on the left that Merith is decivilized. It was one of our worlds, and it's now fallen into anarchy. So I'm guessing that means that a rebellion was successful. I wonder if we can, because I think TB Senna also went into rebellion and became decivilized. If we decivilize most of the worlds, I guess that's the most kind of democratic option for everyone. And it will also mean we have more chance to make money off everyone. But I guess not, there'll be less convoys. Still, if we decivilized a bunch of worlds, it would be easier to take the rest of them. So I'm not too unhappy about that. Let's see what happens. Okay, we avoided that patrol just in time. The rest of them are still hanging out here, and that one's scary. So the notification on the left telling me that the hegemony are still invading Sindria, which means it might be easier to get in there and get some ships from them or raid them. Are we going to be able to get in? There goes unloading cargo. He's a merchant ship, merchant fleet. Can we get into the Starforge? This patrol does not have the best sensors, but Tritech sensors are good in general. Okay, we got in. So let's see if there are any jobs. Never did drop. We have a Tritech contact here as well. Okay, they need 2,500 Marines for that, so I'm not going to go for that. I'll take the SpySat deployment mission. Just going to pick up a few more narcotics, a few more Marines. And now we're going to disrupt their refining. And that should gain us some more rep. We're at, oh, that was a Pazine League. Yeah, that was a Pazine League mission, not a pirate mission. Well, you know, we're a mercenary. We'll take jobs where they come. Okay, let's escape from this system. Make sure we're far enough away. Are they going to come after us? But we can't. Okay, there's a hegemony strike fleet there. Let's not fight that. We need to deliver these armaments. We have only 40 days, so we'll do that I think next. Okay, there's a fast picket there. And another smaller one. I think unless they leave, we're going to have trouble getting to that station. Their sensors are very strong. So we may need to take out their sensor array. Or try to bait them out. I think this is the safer option. So we are going to bait them, but we're not gonna try and get back into the station straight away. Oh, let's not hit an asteroid. Okay, let's go this side of the star. Okay, that may have drawn out some of their patrols, but it may not have. It's quite far away. Just going to keep an eye on the radar. There's one patrol, two patrols. Oh, I think one of them found me. Or thought they found me, but no. Oh, there's the 17th Special Group. Let's get away from them. So they did go and investigate that. They were just the small patrols. Grand invasion fleet. Okay, they're probably going to have a mission they need to do and they're going to ignore me. These guys are looking for me. So actually I may have just baited them quite nicely. I can just... Oh, I think they found me. No, they did notice me, but now I don't know where I am. Fortunately they're coming home. If they'd kept looking, we would have been alright. Maybe we can just sneak around the back of them. They're still presumably repairing the sensor array, so they should be able to get in. Yep. Okay, we deliver the armaments. Find some more jobs. Oh, do tell. It's not a very piratey way of saying that, is it? Okay, this one. Oh, yes, we definitely want this. That's a 14th Battle Group Eagle, which we're going to steal with our Marines from its hangar. It's only going to cost us 50 grand. Okay. It's an underworld boss. See, he wants me to bring the spaceport and Canny offline. Canny's my homeworld. I'm not doing that. Okay, so let's fit out this Eagle. And we have 2 full cruisers. This one needs to be restored, so we're going to do that. I think it has degraded engines, which is going to reduce speed maneuverability. It's also got higher engine costs, higher fuel costs. Its sensor profile is going to be bigger. We just need to put insulated engines on our 4th Falcon. Let's do that quickly. Could build it in, but I think I might try and build something else into that one. Okay, let's put some long-range weapons on this Eagle. So that's 2 high-velocity drivers, 1 heavy mauler, 3 graviton beams. That's pure pressure. 2 tactical lasers for even more pressure. Long-range PD lasers, and I think harpoons. So the guns and the beams are gonna try and put pressure on shields, overload them, and then harpoons to finish things off, deliver killing blows. I would also be on the lookout for some ion beams to replace those gravitons with. I think the ion beams generally are better. Okay, let's see what we can steal from here. They actually have blueprints as well. This is a tri-type well, so that's good to know. No, it's not a tri-type well, it's a Gemini, what am I talking about? Okay, let's head off to Myasura. Oh, a convoy delivering heavy armaments. I think we will take this on. In fact, this Pazine League is just a bonus. Okay, Doom, Falcons, Medusas, Sunders, a few frigates, a couple of carriers. Tempest and Omens out to capture. So they've captured Beta. We've got a Tempest coming after us, so we're going to try and hit him with these mines. It's just not going to work. The Tempest is far too fast and could just avoid them. And once again, we should have saved the mines to destroy fighters instead. But they have a Heron at the back and a Griffin. And what was I saying about using mines to destroy Tempests? It did work, because it detonated a fighter and killed the Tempest in, I think, 1 hit. Harpoon's coming in on this mule. Those harpoons are a little bit premature because he still had his engines, not his engines, his shields on full. We're now going to kill him with a couple of Reapers. And there's rockets coming in on me. Let's just phase and drift away from them. Okay, so these guys on the left have managed to kill off their enemies, so we're going to bring them into support. This hammerhead is getting damaged. We're going to come in and hit him with a couple of tropers and a bit of a phase lance. And now the Griffin is firing rockets and hitting my Medusa. So let's just get his attention. Hit him with the Reaper. Here come the rockets, let's just avoid them. And actually I came out of phase too quickly there because those rockets can still track you. Even after a while of coming out. Okay, Griffin goes down to harpoons. Falcons are firing saber missiles. It looks like they're going after the Condor carrier, and they have also a Heron carrier, so let's just focus on them. And we will try and take out their fighters with our bombs. Pretty successful. One Reaper's enough to take out the Condor. And here comes some harpoons and another Reaper. And this Heron is completely fudged. As was that Cerberus. And there's just one final Vigilance trying to run away. But I think he's not going to make it. Okay, let's take out their freighters. More heavy armaments, not too many, but every little helps. I might want to go and try and sell some stuff in Metropolis. I think they have the highest prices. And if we don't sell stuff, then we don't have any cargo space, and there's no point attacking anyone. Pirate Raid is just harassing around here. Okay, so we can sell about half of our narcotics. I'm not going to sell the armaments here. We need to drop a spy sat in Sindria, which is not the easiest place. I've currently got my full fleet, so this may be something we can't do right now. Let's see if we can. We head into the star itself. Now maybe we'll go through this gravity well and transverse jump it. Oh, actually that was a really bad idea. We've just jumped in straight next to Sindria. Now, the guy below me is looking for me, but he's not pursuing me. He's pursuing me. But he's a little guy. So we're just going to kick him in the nuts and run off. Luckily that station is undergoing repairs, otherwise it might have been able to support that little fleet. The bigger fleet is now chasing after me, but he's just been intercepted. Oh, okay. So these guys are moving into Raid Sindria. Are they Luddic Church? Yes, I think they are. They're green. Okay, so lots of chaos here that we can maybe take advantage of. Looks like another Luddic Church fleet is engaged that big fleet on the right hand side. Little fleet comes and tries to scan us again. Just tell him to piss off. Looks like the Luddic Church won that battle. The Sindrian fleet has been pretty much decimated by it. We're just trying to get into this target location. There we go. Okay, so I think all their patrols got a little bit strewn about there. So we're going to buy some more drugs here because they're nice and cheap. We're going to get a lot of marines. We're going to get some more marines from the bar. I do seem to remember that marines you get from bar missions are generally of high veterancy, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, we can do a raid. Now they have a few things here: blueprints, a gamma core, a synchrotron core, which I think think it's something to do with fuel production. So we're gonna send these guys in, steal a bunch more narcotics. Where's a good place to sell these? Westerness. We can get a better price on that. And Naraka. 800s, we can do better than that. So for the moment, we're not going to sell these. So we're going to head off to the pirate world. They may also have good prices. 868 for the armament. Well, we'll sell some of them. 240 for the drugs. I'm also going to sell half of them. Just because then I've got more space. We can pick up more marines. I'm also going to sell fuel here because it's super expensive. We can sell 1,000 fuel and get it cheap somewhere else. Okay, there's a captain here wants to sell me a cheap Colossus modified freighter. We will do that just for the rep, but then we will sell it. Okay, I'm going to head back to Canny. To get a few more jobs. This guy wants me to pick up some organics for him. Happy to do that. Let's check out our contacts. This guy wants me to deliver organics. Okay. We'll buy security codes because that's immediate rep. Second contact would also buy security codes. He wants some heavy machinery delivered. We have enough of that, so we'll do that, and we will also pick up this prison break. Needs 2,000 marines, and I think we have about 1,500. So if we can get 500 marines in the next 4 months, it should be fine. Okay, we've also got a dead drop to do. It's going to take 60 days, or we have 60 days to do it. Heavy machinery, we also have 60 days, and also the organics. So I think we might just go and deliver this machinery now. Or maybe we should go for the dead drop first. Let's do dead drop first. We can get some extra organics here because we're going to need more than we're picking up. We will transverse jump out. And actually we're going to do the organics first. Let's just make sure we come to the right place. So we want to come into the north of the system. If we go to this jump point. No, actually, if we go to up here and transverse jump in, we should drop straight next to the pirate world. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to deliver the machinery here. Pick up some more marines and some more marines. And actually we'll also get some more organics. What do we need? 1,300? 1,200? 1,200. Okay. Let's go and pick up the other 330 we have to get. So it's in Salamanca. Another scavenger fleet heading home. We will allow them to pass unmolested. Okay, we'll jump in here. Pick up these organics. Now we have 1,050. We need another 150. So, oh, there's like thousands here. More marines. Now we have almost 1,900 marines. So now we want to drop off these organics. And then we'll try and head to that dead drop. If we can get another 2 dead drops, that would be great, but 1 would also be good. Hopefully that seemed to change direction like it was chasing me. Okay, luckily this is all Pyro World, so it's nice and easy. We can transverse jump. For that we get 100 grand, and we're now at -1 with our pirate rep, so we're almost back to neutral. But once we're at neutral we should be able to get our commission back, and then we can get our rep up much faster, and we can also, I think, immediately start fighting for the pirates and capturing worlds for them. Okay, what happened there? Relationship with the pirates reduced by 2. With Brazilian League improved by 1. There was a rebellion in Fickenhell which failed. Pirate government is still in charge, and apparently I lost rep with the pirates. I think I remember what it is. Maybe that's because I sold stuff on the black market. And that helped the rebels. Be careful of that. Okay, we're just selling some stuff off here. Oh, this is an independent person, so I'm just going to do this job for her because it's nice and easy. She wants to sell me a blueprint location, and hey, well now we're at 0. Okay, so this is an independent guy. Oh, we know he's an operative. Okay, so our second operative, hybrid specialization. Okay. What else can we do with this guy? Can he also raise rep for me? We will repeat the previous mission with this first guy. And our second operative, Demas Meta. Okay, another operative is already doing that. Okay, so you can't raise relations with the same, with more than one operative at the same time. Maybe not with the same faction. You can procure ships, but this is the pirate world, so they're all crap. You can destabilize the market, so if we travel with him somewhere we want to destabilize, they're basically like spies, aren't they, in Civ. Okay, if we send him to Kazaron, maybe we can sabotage that station, and maybe we make it easier to capture, because that's kind of their homeworld, I think. That's the one that has the pristine nano forge, and it has a bunch of blueprints, and it has a high-tech station that I can't currently defeat, I don't think. Okay, we're just coming to this world and we see this battle group by the Luddic Church, this one by Brazilian League, and there's the third one on the back there. Looks like a lot of ships fighting here. The Sindrian fleet, and is that another Luddic Church fleet? Jesus, it's like 4 or 5 battle fleets here, which is going to allow me to sneak into Sindria. Well, we're not sneaking exactly because we were here before. And we did a raid. They're not happy with me, but we can just do another raid and we can get this guy out of prison with our 2,000 marines. We actually have a couple left over, so what do we want to steal? More heavy armaments, why not? Okay, stability of Sindria reduced by 3. We've gained a bunch of experience on our marines, and I think we're only able to do that really because there's a massive war going on right outside the doorstep, so we could just land and get our prisoner. We won't head back to Canny to drop him off. But before that, I may just hang about a day, see if I can do another raid, because with all this chaos going on, can we do another raid? We can. Now, what do I want to try and steal? We could try and steal blueprints. We could steal the corrupted nanoforge, but I want a pristine one. I'm going to steal one. I think we'll go for this synchrotron core. It's worth 250,000 credits, so I think it's the most valuable thing we can steal. And oh, we just sent 500 men to their deaths. Oh well, I think it was worth it. And we got a little bit of fuel to boot, so swings and roundabouts. You lose some, you win some. I hope they weren't our most veteran guys. I hope they were just, you know, the newbies. Alright, let's get out of here before we get caught up in this conflagration. I think we're actually going to just balls it and transfer shot right out in front of all of them. Special task group is pursuing raiders. This group is looking for me. Let's get the hell away from there. Okay, so we're heading home to Candy. We're actually out of supplies, so it does feel kind of nice to be coming home, so we can resupply a little bit. There's not many supplies here, but we'll take what we've got, what they've got. I've got some stuff we don't need. Now, we could sell this thing for 200 grand, but I think we'll hold on to it for now. We need more fuel and supplies, which means we probably need to raid somewhere. Okay, let's see if we have any more jobs. We can return this prisoner. We can get a new freighter, which we're only going to be getting to get the rep. We will do another dead drop. It's in the same place as the one we already have. We will steal another crappy ship, which we're immediately going to sell. And do we want to take on another prisoner break? Why not? Why not? Okay, so we're going to sell these two ships. Probably should have sold that on the black market. Okay, can we get our commission back? Yes, we can. I would like to be commissioned by the pirates. So you want to fly the black flag, eh? Sick of the rules and laws of petty tyrants? You betcha. I should remind you we're enemies of most of the people in the sector. Yeah, that's true. Excellent. Okay. So now we have pirate affiliation again. We have a couple of dead drops to do. We might just do them quickly now because we're in Canny. We can store our ships here. Let's just do this nice and fast. If we put all our ships in here apart from one Tempest and one Revenant. Tempest is just there to protect the Revenant, and then we shoot off. Let's speed this up a bit too. Oh, look how fast we can go. Sorry if it's jerky, but we're going to do this. There's a fleet chasing us, but we're going to run away from them. And we're gonna go. Whoa, what's this? Ah! Oh dear. So we just got ambushed by a Tritac security patrol. Now they're gonna chase us. We're gonna try to protect our Revenant. The Tempest could get away himself, he would just run. The Revenant is a phase cruiser, so it can. I don't know why it doesn't phase more than it does, but it could just spend the whole of this time phase and then vent. I'm guessing he doesn't want to get caught venting, so that's why he's just doing it a little bit at a time. But now he's getting damaged, but he should be able to run away from the guys behind him. just in case he can't, I'm going to come back and take him on. So it's Tempest versus Shrike. You'd think the Shrike would be pretty good against the Tempest, but with the sabers I've got, I can pop his shield pretty fast, and then the pulse laser and the phase lances. Well, phase lance just does its job. It's actually a pretty easy fight. Let's see if we can take on these fighters. There's a brawler there. That brawler's carrying a lot of missiles and looks like antimatter blasters. So I'm going to avoid him. And let's see if we can just protect this guy. I wish he would phase more though. Okay, so there's an enemy Tempest coming in. He's carrying sabos, a phase lance, and the graviton beams are quite similar, although I don't like the graviton beam as much as the pulse laser. He's firing sabers at me, but and he's got phase lances, not antimatter blasters. Let's see if we can just escape. Oh Jesus! Okay, he had a lot of range on those phase lances. I didn't expect that. Okay, well, losing a Tempest is not the end of the world, and the Revenant did get away. So if we can just run. It looks like that ramshackle pirate fleet is going to attack the Tri-Tac. I wonder who would win that. Considering they have an Aurora and a bunch of other good ships, there's a good chance the Tri-Tac would win that. But anyway, we have got our pirate commission back, which means that next session we can continue our war to take down the Brazilian League. If we can get Kazaron and take it out, I would be very happy. But we will probably need a couple of bigger ships. For now though, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.